What's good, YouTube? Hitman X. Make sure I hit that like, hit that sub, show your boys some love. I want to talk about the Houston Rockets real quick. So apparently, they're interested in getting Boogie Cousins. I felt like this would be a sleeper pick, right? A sleeper pickup. A lot of people sleeping on Boogie Cousins, but it'll also be a move they desperately need. They desperately need a player that could bring back some type of relevance to their team. I know Boogie hasn't played in a while. He's coming off of two major injuries, but they need a big man. They need some size. Regardless of how hurt he is, he's still 6'10", 250, 260. How he's still a big man, right? He's still a big body. You're not going to move him off the block at all. And he addresses a lot of needs. He brings versatility to this team, and it's exactly what they need. So hopefully they can make this move happen. I think they still have their biannual exception. They should still have their biannual exception. So if he's willing to accept that, you offer that to Boogie. You have a lineup of Russell Westbrook, James Harden. You can finally move PJ Tucker to his natural position at the 3. You got Christian Wood on the mid-level exception, and you got Boogie Cousins, right? Now you got Eric Gordon coming off the bench. You got to find a way to retain Austin Rivers. You got to find a way to keep him on the roster because that's a glaring hole to it's a point guard. You got to have a point guard. And you build from there. I know they also got Kenyon Martin Jr., right? An explosive wing. They still got Daniel House. I mean, this team ain't something to scoff at. They're still going to be a playoff team and a threat to anybody they run into in the West. So getting Boogie Cousins just helps them stay afloat, in my opinion. Because if they don't get a big man, if they don't address that need, I feel like they're going to regress next season. They're going to be a worse team, possibly fighting for the A seed. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that happen for them. They got to make a move. They have to make a minor risk, right? They got to take a low risk, high reward type of move, and this is what this is. So hopefully they can make that happen, because not only getting Boogie, right? If you get Boogie, not only does that improve your team, but it helps you keep him from going to other teams, right? You don't want Boogie going to the Clippers or to the Lakers or to the Phoenix Suns or one of these teams that's in the top 5 or even in the playoffs, right? You want him on your roster. That way other teams don't have the luxury of having him coming off the bench or in their lineup, right? They got to continue to build on what they have. You can't break the team down and embrace a whole rebuild when you really don't have a reason to. You don't have a reason to trade James Harden. You don't have a reason to trade Russell Westbrook. And from what I'm hearing, they ain't demanding trades. They haven't demanded not one trade, right? You go to their Instagram, they're saying, oh, this shit fake. None of this shit is real. So I'm going to take them for their word until they publicly come out and voice their displeasure themselves. You know, until they come out and say that themselves, I'm not taking anything that the media says seriously. Period, point blank. But the Houston Rockets got to make this move. I feel like, man, they'll be a sneaky team in the West, man. Whether or not they get to the Western Conference Finals is yet to be seen. I feel like they have to do a little bit more to keep James Harden happy. They have to get to at least the finals to keep James Harden happy. And I don't see that as a logical possibility at all, especially when you got teams like the Phoenix Suns who are becoming one of the more deeper teams in the West and rising very quickly up the rankings. It's really, and then the Dallas Mavericks, the Lakers, of course, the Clippers. I mean, you got all these teams in the West you have to compete with. It's going to be a tough task for them to get to the finals this year, but I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them from a distance. I ain't going to lie to you. That's my brother's favorite team, and I want to see them do something, man. I ain't going to lie to you. I want to see them do something. I want to see Russell Westbrook at least get one championship before he retire. But, hey, that's a little far-fetched at this point. We'll see. It sounds like some wishful thinking. But Hitman X, that's all I got. Hit that comment section. Let me know how you feel about this one. I'm out of here.